Three biggest findings in the Trust Barometer are: one, it's not enough to just do things. You need to make sure you talk about doing things. You need to make sure that people understand that you are a company that believes in engaging your customers, that you are a company that believes in engaging your employees. You need to understand that people need to hear that you have integrity. They need to see you have integrity. They need to feel that you have strong products and good products. If you don't communicate those things, it's almost like you don't have them. The second thing is you need to use multiple stakeholders to make sure that you are using a credible person to deal with whatever the issue is. So if you have a crisis, yes, the CEO needs to be involved. But in all likelihood, you need an academic saying the CEO is doing the right thing. In all likelihood, you need an employee saying, I believe in this company because they're doing the right thing. Whereas if you were talking about employee engagement, I think coming from the CEO, it's going to ring hollow, because remember, you don't have the benefit of the doubt. I think if you're talking about employee engagement, you want to have an employee talking about how he's engaged or how she's engaged and what you've done for the company to make it progress. I think the third thing really is communicating in good times and bad. It's really easy to communicate in good times. It's really necessary to communicate in bad times. The problem is if you're only doing one or the other, it's too sporadic. You need to develop and have a plan of how you are going to communicate on a regular basis. Because remember, you need to talk about a lot more than just give the results every quarter. You need to talk about a lot more than just we have a new CEO or the old CEO's leaving. You need to be able to give a rounder perspective on your company in order that people begin to feel comfortable with it and in order that people feel comfortable enough to trust it. What we believe at Edelman is trust is the backbone of any enterprise, whether it's business, whether it's NGO, whether it's government, whether it's media. If you don't have trust in the institution, you ultimately aren't going to do business with them. We saw in the Edelman Trust Barometer this year in terms of traditional media doing very well. Traditional media is still strong because the brands are trusted. So whether it's the Globe and Mail or the National Post, those brands are trusted to deliver curated, well thought out news. And that's critically important in terms of forming your impressions and ultimately trusting in something.